Welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. I am back here with our imprisoned friend, Mordor, and I noticed I was editing some of the previous episodes and everything appeared a lot more dark than usual, so I changed some of my settings here, try to make things a little bit more brighter, so hopefully things look a little bit better now. But let's get back into the epic quests here.
Thou must deliver a message for me.
Thou sayest Amartheel's emissaries are defeated. I read more into thine eyes than thou hast spoken. Perhaps their duties were already fulfilled, their missions completed? Aye, I read you aright. But smile on, full hobbit, against Angmar and its regent there can be no hope for thee. She plans a new assault upon the sites within the city, and thy Dunedain friends cannot hope to stand against her. And yet, I will tell you where these assaults will come the hardest. I greatly desire to hear thy weeping and the weeping of this full ranger when Amartheel seizes the city in spite of thy meager defenses. But I will tell thee where the hammer will fall only if thou dost something for me. An elf has come to this keep. He looked on me from afar when this full ranger brought me to this pathetic prison. The elf is named Laridan, and I would have thee bring him this message. The message is this: Laridan, thy time is soon ended, thy mistakes soon accounted. Amartheel awaits thee in Barad-Tiran, where she will sit in judgment over thee. Thou shalt bring him these words, or thou shalt learn naught from me. Alright, let's go speak with Laridan. I believe he's just on the other side of the keep here. I did also figure out some quests that I missed along the way, so I might go pick up a few of those if I get a chance this episode. Then of course there are still 3 instances to do within Numinous.
What can I do for you?
Steel yourself against the word of Mordor, Kippen, for he is skilled at tangling of thoughts, as are most of his kind. He will seek to confuse you with artful trickeries and misleading phrases, and though them lead you only into treachery. Remain alert to his subtleties, and he will be unable to hold any power over you. I have heard this message, and ask that you now heed mine. Do not relax your guard. Even imprisoned, a black Númenórean is a dangerous foe, and he will lead us all to harm if we do not take care to guard against his devices. Return now to your prisoner, and tell him that you have fulfilled your side of the bargain, and remember my words. Alright, so back once again. I don't know why we're negotiating with terrorists here and doing their bidding. Doesn't make much sense to me. But I am but a simple hobbit in a bigger game here in the Lord of the Rings Online. I just do what I'm told by the quest log.
Good. Very good.
I'm glad to see thee return, my friend, for I know that thou hast delivered my message to Laridan. I know too what he must have said to thee. Steel yourself to his words, remain alert against his subtleties. What did thou callest thyself, Kippen? I give thee my thanks. For upholding our bargain, I will now do the same. I will tell thee where the next assaults upon the city shall come, friend Kippen.
I will tell thee where lies thy doom.
I understand thou hast already seen the sites of Amartheel's next assaults, friend Kippen, and their defenders believed in the strength of their defenses. But this time will be different, for Amartheel has new servants, and thy struggles have come to naught. Hurry now to thy master, to Calanglad of Tinodir, and tell him where the friends will be slain, at the port of Numinous, and the gate of Edenon. Amartheel has told me the names of those marked for death, Gwonil and Torquirion. Tell Calanglad that they will come no more out of Numinous. Pay close attention to his grief, friend Kippen. I look forward to hearing news. Alright, so I can use my quick travel skill here. That way I don't have to run out. I can simply go to Calanglad. Makes things a little bit faster.
What do you need?
What ails you, Kippen? You do not look well. Perhaps you should take some rest. The foes arrayed against us are fearful, but we must renew our strength from time to time. You cannot fight such an enemy for so long without rest. What is this news you bring? Mordor has given us the next locations of Amartheel's assaults on the city, the port of Anuminus and the gate of Adonan as before. What does she hope to accomplish with this renewed assault? Go quickly now to Gwoinil at the docks and Torkirion at Adonan and help them repel these new attacks. I'm sorry, Kippen. Perhaps you can take some rest when the attack is ended. We cannot lose these positions now. So those are going to be in Anuminus, I believe. Yes, so let me take a pony over there.
What do you need?
I love swift traveling. I don't know what I'd do without it. And I think some of the quests that I missed are actually around here. So maybe I shouldn't have taken the swift travel. Maybe I should have picked those up. That's alright. I can always get them when it's a little bit more convenient. So let me manually go to where I need to be. I guess first I can head to the docks. Or I don't know. Maybe over here will be faster. Don't want to die, so I'm going to fall gently here. I don't mind breaking legs, but dying is never fun. Here at Adonan, and we got Torkirion.
What can I do for you?
It has been quiet since you were last here, Kippen. I suspected that the Emgarim might be planning a fresh assault, but I have seen no signs of it thus far. Wait, do you see them at the bottom of the hill? We must defend Adonan once more, you and I. Alright, we can do that. That wasn't too bad of an assault. See a couple more down there. Bunch of fools they are. Right. I screwed up the gambits. That's alright. Let's do a brink of victory here. And oh, let me kill that guy before he does it. And that was easy enough to defend. So now let me head on over to the docks. And I guess I can just swim there. Let me try to find the shortest swim possible. Maybe through here. Get my swift march on. Forced march. I always forget the name of that skill sometimes. Alright. Looks like those guys are still harassing some of the drowning people. There's a bit of dread going on here. Alright, let's talk to Gwoinil.
How can I be of service?
I do not see anything, Kippen. Are you sure the prisoners said that they were planning a fresh assault upon the docks? Wait, I see them. Boats pulling up to the dock. Come with me, we must stop them from landing. Alright, let me see if I can kill all these dudes here. There we go. Let me group them up a little bit more. Okay. And maybe one more group here. Alright. So everything is defended here. We have repelled the assault. Victory is ours once again. Time to talk to Calenglad. Let me head back using my quick muster. That skill certainly made this season go by a lot smoother, I would say.
How can I be of service?
Once again, the words of Mordor have guided us true, Kippen. It is good fortune indeed that allowed you and Taedan to make him a prisoner of the Rangers. See how this hat looks. Pretty silly, not gonna lie.
What do you need?
Listen to me. I would do well to remember Laridan's words to you. Mordor is still a servant of the enemy, and despite the usefulness of his information, he would bring us all to harm if given the chance. I temper my words of good fortune with a reminder to use caution when dealing with him. It is a reminder we both should take to heart. Laridan came to speak with me while you were away. He wished to know if any progress had been made in recovering the Palantir. I told him of our military victories, but he did not seem encouraged by the news. We do not see eye to eye on this matter, he and I, but surely you must see that our successes in Annuminus are crucial for taking the Scene Stone from Amarthiel. I could not ease his mind, and Laridan asked that you see him in his room in the keep when you return. Perhaps you can make him see the rightness of our course. Annuminus must be reclaimed before we can hope to wrest the Palantir from Amarthiel's clutches. We have time, Kippen. Tell him this. Alright. Back to the keep once again. Lots of story development here in this book. Quite enjoyed this one. Man, I'm really trying to step up my game here on Lord of the Rings Online and record faster, quicker, because I was just looking at the previews for the Mordor expansion and it looks so awesome, but I'm still so far away from being able to do that content. But it really just motivates me to keep pushing with this playthrough and keep getting through the content and keep enjoying it. Oh no, I took the wrong path. I was supposed to go speak with Laridan. I got carried away talking about the Mordor expansion. It really does look amazing. I can't wait to get to that area. Most of you guys are probably going to be enjoying that content way before I get a chance to, so that's alright.
What do you need?
Kippen, welcome. I am glad that you have come. You do not seem well, my friend. You cannot defend all of Annuminus yourself, despite Calenglad's wish that you might. I asked you to come because I want to know if Mordor has spoken at all of the Palantir to you. He has not. I find it most interesting that he has kept you busy with military matters in the city, while we know that Amarthiel has a Palantir in her possession. My heart tells me that Mordor is delaying us for his mistress. Her goal has not changed. She seeks Nazgûl. Do not be distracted by the errands on which he sends you. Will you bring my words to Taedan, the ranger that guards Mordor? Tell him that I will come and see him in a few hours. I want to ensure that he is alert to the danger of his prisoner's whisperings. Alright, now I can go to the other side. Yeah, I think the settings adjustments that I made certainly made the game look a little bit better. The colors are popping out a little bit more, and it's certainly not as dark as it was. I think it looks a little bit better now. I hope you agree.
What do you need?
I will look forward to Laridan's visit, Kippen. The prisoner is not very good company, and I have seen him giving me unpleasant looks out of the corner of my eye. The air in this room feels so stifling too. I may see if I can have Forcon or Nathmon take a shift or two after Laridan's visit. It will do me good to clear my head and put an end to the prisoner's constant rambling. He has taken to rattling off some new exploits of his fellows, one of them in particular. If I have never heard the name J.R.R. again, I would be greatly pleased. J.R.R. will destroy thee, Amarthael will soon set him to it.
Thy efforts are for naught.
Didst thou repulse the attacks on thy friends? It matters not, but I admire thine efforts in the face of such overwhelming odds. Thou canst prevail against J.R.R, friend Kippen, no matter how strong or wise thou thinkest thyself to be, for J.R.R wields Tan Morgul. The defeat of the Dunedain will be complete when he brings its power to bear upon the city.
J.R.R has the power to destroy the Dunedain.
Thou wishest to hear more of Tan Morgul, friend Kippen? I thought thou wouldn't. It's a relic of ancient Numenor, corrupted through the dark arts of my brethren and gifted to J.R.R for safekeeping. Thou wonderest why he has not brought it to bear upon the city? The reason is simple. Amarthael forbade him from using it until she had derived as much amusement as she could from the pathetic struggles of the Dunedain. That time draws near. If thou wishest to postpone the utter defeat, thou wouldst do well to relieve J.R.R of Tan Morgul, and soon. His restraint will not last forever. My jailer has something to say? What could that be, Kippen?
Greetings.
We have come to it at last, Kippen. I can feel it. I have not had an easy time guarding the prisoner, but it will be all worthwhile if we can defeat this J.R.R before he is permitted to use Tan Morgul against us. We are in luck too, because I have fought against J.R.R and know where he is. Shortly after Numinus was taken, a small group of us fought to the uppermost level of the city. There, in a courtyard full of felt idols and cursed trappings above Ekad Garthadir, we encountered J.R.R. He drove us away, and our assault ended in defeat. That courtyard is called Mendelband. If you can fight your way up through the city of Mendelband, you might be able to defeat J.R.R and take Tan Morgul from him. The day could be ours. Alright. So, back to Numinus. I think I'm going to make a quick pit stop this time and pick up some of the quests that I missed along the way here in Evendim. It's a handful of them. A couple of them I'm actually going to have to recreate artificially, as I often have to do for some seasons. Usually those are quests that send you to different locations, but if you've already visited the destination, then the quest is no longer available. For example, if you chose to come here first instead of the North Downs, there's a quest from one of the rangers here that sends you to the North Downs. But if you've already been to the North Downs, that quest is not available. Quests like that usually are the ones that I have to artificially recreate. And I'll do that eventually. So I think I am headed to these ruins here. Yeah, there's a few ruins that have items scattered throughout them that lead to quests, so I'm gonna go hunt a few of those. And then I'll finally head to Numinus. Like that fire burning in the distance there. Gives it a nice red glow to the ruins. Alright. So I believe what I'm looking for here is dull blades. So there we go. There's an ornamental blade here. Let me take that. This weapon is dull, but not worn. It looks old but ceremonial. Perhaps you should collect a few more and bring them to the Rangers of Tinadir. Alright. So let me pick up as many of these as I can. Only need 6, which is not bad. I don't know how I missed these along the way. That's alright. Pick up this chest while I'm here, because why not? I think Yeah, I can't get this one anymore, but it keeps getting selected when I use my delete key. Right, I need 3 more of these bad boys. That goblin's freaking out. Alright, man, calm down. It's not that exciting. Alright, so those are all the blades that I need. There are a few other ruins with a similar type of quest where I have to find some items, so let me go take a look at those. I believe I am headed over here. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's the one. Let me go down here, I think. Thamvarin, I think, has a few. Come around so I can climb the hill. So I believe there are several different items here. Seals and vases. Let me see what I can find. There's a crumbling seal right here. There we go. Let's see what this does for me. The crumbled remains of this seal offer little knowledge to whom it might have belonged. Perhaps if you took rubbings of several of the seals around Thamvarin and brought them to the rangers, they might be able to identify them. Alright. Will do. So there's a seal right there. Most of the seal has been destroyed, but a few lines are still legible. Let me go around the periphery here on the walls. I would assume that that's where the seals would be. There. Alright. And there's the chipped vase. The seal on this vase is still tight. Even after the weather-worn years, it has sat among the ruins here. Looking around, you see a few others. Perhaps the rangers can learn something of value from their contents. Right. Chipped vase out there. Another one up in here. Let me actually come around this side. That works for me. Alright, one more vase and one more seal. Let's see if I have any luck finding these. There's the vase. Alright, and then let's see if I can find the seal. There it is. Perfect. And I think there's one more ruin with some items for me to collect. And I believe that is going to be to the west a little bit. Maybe these ruins here. Damn Nambarth. Let me head over there and see what I can find. I believe I am looking for tapestries over here. Alright, let me see if I can find anything. There we go. The tapestry shred you have found is old and faded, but some details can still be made out. Perhaps if you can find more, it would be of interest to the Rangers of Tinodir. There's one right here. Need to find 8 of these, that's a lot. They seem to be scattered everywhere though. Problem is all these resource nodes around, it makes it more difficult to find things with the delete key. There's one on the other side there. Let me see if there's any down here before I make my way around. One here. Just one more right there. Alright, so that's everything. Let me head back to Tinodir, turn all these in, and then I can take a swift pony to Numinous from there. Alright.
How can I be of service?
Those lines you read to me indicate Thamvarin was owned by a family from the south, likely Gondor. This is very interesting indeed.
What do you need?
These are in much worse shape than I could have hoped. Time and the goblins have not been kind to them. Hopefully we can still glean some value from them.
How can I be of service?
Look at how, after these years, the colors still have retained their vibrance. I wonder if the pieces you found all belong to one tapestry or to many.
What can I do for you?
It looks like at least 3 of these 4 are still sealed, and the 4th may yet hold some secrets. This is wonderful. Alright. Excellent. Off to Numinous.
What can I do for you?
Let's go. I feel like we're reaching the climax of book 10 here. I've done this book before, obviously, on my other characters, but I can't remember exactly how the story ends here. But I feel like we're getting there. Obviously, I think we're being set up by the prisoner. Doesn't make sense for him to help us. Of course, he would seek to benefit in any way he can. Now, I do just want to remind you, I know you see this quest ring right here, but this is a repeatable quest that I've already done to collect hidden stores around the Numinous. I've already done that, so I'm not going to do it again. And I think this is actually a good stopping point. In the next episode, I will hopefully collect Tan Morgul, and we'll go from there. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe by joining the fellowship here, and I'll see you next time.